Okay, so here's a bold statement. We often see disruption or a change of plans as something going wrong. It could really annoy us, irritate us, it could put pressure on us. We love predictability. And so when things change, when unexpected things happen, most of the time we think something's going wrong, when actually it could also just be life rearranging itself. I give you an example. So last week, Thursday evening, late, I saw a message coming up on WhatsApp, because we have WhatsApp groups also for my son's school, and my son was selected to do a presentation for this week to talk about himself. They have this thing that's called Star Student, and then every kid gets the spotlight and they get to share more about themselves. And it's a big thing. It's a way for our kids to really raise their confidence and for other kids to get to know them. And I was like, oh my God, that's really, like, of all the weeks, this is not the ideal week because it was my birthday weekend. But I'm like, okay, well, we're just gonna embrace it. We're gonna do it. But then the next day, as I was having my morning walk, his dad texted me like, hey, you do know that there's no school today, right? So you can pick him up at 10:30 from my place. And I'm like, oh my God, I completely forgot to put that in my calendar. It was a teacher's day that day. And so during my walk, I picked him up, we got home, and I was thinking, you know what? Now we have more time to create his presentation. And so I called my friend because her son did a presentation a few weeks before. He goes to a different school. It was for a different reason, but I know she had some papers. So I asked her if she still had some left. And she said, well, I do, and you can come and pick it up, but you have to be quick because we're leaving in an hour. Once I got there, I asked her, like, where are you going? And she's like, yeah, we're going to Holbox, me and my friend, last minute with the kids because we have a long weekend. And I'm like, do you have space in the car for the two of us? Like, would you mind if we join? We just need a ride and we will do our own thing. And she's like, yeah, of course. And so I grabbed Figa. I'm like, let's go home. And so we took the golf cart back home. I packed everything within like 40 minutes. I even made us a lunch for the road trip. Before I knew it, I had a beautiful weekend in Holbox, which I could not have thought of before. And actually on Sunday when we got home, I texted one of the ladies that has a printing shop here, and I asked her if she was still open. And she said, yeah, I'm still open, send all the stuff. So I discussed with the little one, like, okay, what do you want to have in your presentation? On our way to dinner, or actually after dinner on our way back home, I picked up all the pictures and everything that she printed. And that night we were making the collage for his presentation, and it turned out perfect. And I'm like, wow, everything worked out eventually. And if I was in this energy of, oh my God, Friday, I didn't anticipate that I had the little one the whole day. Oh my God, what to do now? Or, oh, I really don't want to do the presentation, or whatever. If it wasn't the case, I would not have called my friend in that moment. I would have not known she was going to Holbox. I would not have done that birthday trip, because honestly, I wasn't really inspired this year of doing anything. I don't really like celebrating my birthday. I did it last year because I turned 40. I think the last time I celebrated my birthday was when I turned 30. So I'm not really that type. And so this was perfect because it was exactly me, just spending time with my little one and exploring this beautiful island and making core memories and all of that. And it really felt, because I was walking this morning and I was reminiscing on this beautiful weekend. And I was even thinking, like, it really feels like life orchestrated this for me. That everything kind of needed to happen, even the pressure of the presentation, because if it wasn't for the presentation, I would not have called a friend, right? And if it wasn't for him being off last minute, I would not have done it in that moment. I would have done something else. And then I even saw something else, like that Thursday, the day before we left, a friend who's also a neighbor who lives downstairs, she messaged me like, hey Ash, a close friend of mine is hosting this beautiful venue. She is going to do pottery class, and she has a Japanese artist visiting her in Tulum, and she's going to do a tea ceremony made of matcha. Do you want to join? I'm like, oh my God, beautiful venue, check. Pottery class, check. Matcha, check. Yes, yes, yes. And so last minute that day on Thursday, I immersed myself into this beautiful oasis. And I did not anticipate on that either. And so as I was walking, I was like, oh my God, it felt like my entire birthday, everything leading up to my birthday, was orchestrated by life. And me just seeing the chance of saying yes to it and just allowing it to pour in. And this is what people mean with don't control everything. This is why you don't know if something is a good thing or a bad thing. And I say that often in my episodes. And the reason why I give this example is because if you, with my examples, I hope you see how that also translates to your own life. And next time when something happens that could frustrate you or makes you feel like, oh God, I had different plans and now my plans changed, that instead of gripping and being frustrated, you loosen up and you just allow and you make the best out of it. And by embracing it, like for example, when I picked up the little one because I wasn't aware that he had no school, right? I embraced it and I was like, oh, well, good thing that we can now work on his presentation because I wouldn't have time later, right? And boom, magic happens. Yeah, because good thing, bad thing, who knows? And eventually, it always is a good thing. There is always something good out of it. And that's just how I want to look at life. And that's why I see that result. You know, I see that result because that's what I expect. I expect goodness. I expect a happy end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode.